Giants have tied up the series in the NLCS. For you baseball fans, tomorrow night is Game 3 in San Francisco. And tonight, Texans shut out the Yankees, I do believe. I think it was 8-0, if I'm not wrong. That was in Yankee Stadium of New York. I think Game 4, I believe, is Wednesday, I think. Could be Thursday. I don't know. In other news, Junior Seau pretty much screwed the pooch. Ran off a fucking cliff here in Carlsbad. I like Junior Seau. I think he's a class act. I don't believe that he did what he was accused of doing. From what I could read online, this bitch that is accusing him of beating her is a gold digger. We'll let the courts figure it out. So anyways, back to football. Yesterday, San Diego lost to St. Louis by a field goal. This was like the meltdown of the season, I think. I don't know if you watched the pregame show for tonight's game, but even the analysts agree with me that San Diego is pretty much done. The Patriots come to town here next week. It's not going to be a blackout. At least I don't think it is. That's what they're saying. Who knows with that? I know it's not sold out completely, but it could be, depending on which source you go to online. San Diego's done with. I think it's fucking hilarious. Myself, paper champions, which is what I've been saying the 5 years that I lived out here. Let's see. Pittsburgh beat Cleveland. Philly beat Atlanta. I took Atlanta. Seattle upset Chicago. Kind of. I don't really look at it as an upset. I took Seattle. Let's see here. Miami beat my team, the Packers. The Packers have some troubles of their own, mostly injury related. I'm not the type to sit there and blame the refs, but everything that I noticed online with fan comments, a lot of it was the refs. I guess they missed a shitload of calls. I didn't see the game, so I can't comment one way or another. I'd like to think of myself a little bit better of a football fan and sit there and whine about fucking Hockley, who was the coach, by the way. Kansas City lost to Houston in the last 3 minutes. 2 touchdowns. I took Kansas City. They pretty much gave this game away the way it looked. New Orleans beat the shit out of Tampa Bay. I took New Orleans. Let's see here. Giants beat Detroit. What a surprise. I took the Giants. New England beat Baltimore in overtime. I was really surprised. I took New England, and that game really surprised me. I'm hoping that that'll ramp up the game next week when they come here to San Diego. Let's see here. Jets beat Denver. What a shocker. I took the Jets. San Francisco beat Oakland. That was kind of a surprise to me. I did not see that coming. I took Oakland. Like I've talked about the past few weeks, the parity in the league right now is just so out of whack. You just never know what team's going to show up. Minnesota won yesterday against Dallas by a field goal. I took Dallas. That was one of those games that could have gone either way. Indy beat Washington by a field goal. I was surprised at that. I took Indy, but I was surprised they beat them by so little. I think that Peyton Manning's losing a little bit of his luster. It might be time to take him off his pedestal. And I watched tonight's game. Holy shit. Oh my God. You hate to to fucking say anything about a team, a football team, but Jacksonville just sucks, man. I think the final score was 30-3. Get the fuck out of here. Chris Johnson ran for 100 and some odd yards, like 120 yards or something like that. Eighth game in a row with over, or eighth road game I think it was, with over 100 yards. This guy's a beast. He's 2 games away from Barry Sanders, tying Barry Sanders' record. Next week's matchups I looked at, and wow, I'm glad I don't make my picks until about Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. I went 7-7 again this week. I went 500. I'm not doing terrible, but I'm not doing as good as I wanted to. So we'll take it from there, and you know, hopefully I can laugh at the Chargers again this time next week. Later, guys.